Hey, this is Galdoc, and we are playing Factorio. I'm doing space exploration with some quality of life mods, and we are about to get this party started. My cat has just shown up and is nuzzling my microphone. Hello. Hi. Okay. You are to go from here to over to here. Alrighty. So if you are watching this on YouTube, then for you, this has been quite the journey. We've been doing a whole bunch of stuff. If you aren't, then that's also cool. However, today I actually started uploading this to YouTube. So hopefully if you're seeing this, then you have been watching from the first episode. I have in the interim gotten a better mic, better screen resolution, and all sorts of other things. So I am scaling that learning curve. Okay, so let's just recap real quick. We just got all this train stuff done. The only thing we don't have being brought in is copper, but we don't need it. And I guess technically we don't have oil being brought in, we just have it being piped in, so that's fine. And what I would like to do today, I think, seeing as how we're pretty stable on our... Well, we're going to start getting some fellows from over here coming to bother us. And this doesn't look good either, so I think I might have to go at some point deal with them and them. But we are now at the point where when I can start thinking about actually setting up some defenses. So like maybe putting a wall up or something. I was going to try to take advantage of the terrain here. I know normally people tend to make these really long walls, and that's actually quite fine. However, it's a little bit taxing right now to try to make such an enormous amount of wall. Over here, it wouldn't be such a big deal. And I'm not sure what's down here, although I think I would want to put the wall here and then block off this somehow. But yeah, at some point I'm going to have to explore around and do some things of that nature. For the meantime, though, I think I'm just going to see how long it takes for those biters to come over and try to get me before I go smush them, because I tend to be killing them pretty much every episode, and that's taking quite a bit of time. What I would really like to do is I would like to start setting up my science area. So again, this area up here is not going to be used for much smelting. In fact, I think this is where the smelting is going to start, and I'm going to have to dip into this area down here, at least for the moment. Filling that in with landfill is not a prospect I relish. In fact, because that's going to be so far off in the future, I'm going to go ahead and get started making more landfill. I think I removed the landfill I was using, the landfill machine I was using earlier, or at least I stopped it from working. But yeah, let's go ahead and put you back into effect. So here we go. We just got a ton of stone, so that won't be a problem. We can take as much as we want from there, and we should be okay. Alrighty, so just to remember, our bus was set up so that these 7 lanes here would all be used for all of the sciences. And it's 7 lanes so that when I've eventually gotten all the way to blue belts, I can use a blue underground belt to get through that. This right here, though, I think I might change this. This is water, oil, lubricant, sulfuric acid, light oil. Those are the 4 most important ones for the manufacturing of stuff. But it's also heavy oil, crude oil, which are both needed to make asphalt. I guess technically I have this petroleum gas and steam on here, but I really don't think I need them. The reason is because petroleum gas is almost entirely being consumed down there, and steam I don't ever plan on actually hooking up. However, due to the fact that I don't know how these mod packs go, I don't know what may be useful in the future, considering that there may be edits, so I'm just going to build in some space here. And anyways, it's 8 across, so again, a blue belt will get across all those. It's not that it's super necessary, because these are, what are they, pipes? So they have, they're going to be undergroundies anyways, by and large, going up this thing. So anyways, all that being said, I think we are pretty much ready to get started going over here. Let me think. Yep, let's just go ahead and do this. There are going to be some things that I would like to do as far as setting out the tiles, though. So let me actually set up another walking area. It's not going to be this bad because I'm going to be manufacturing goods on the fly over there, right? So I will need some stuff, but I don't need like another full walking area, but I do need another belt mayhem area. So we'll make it 6 tiles wide. For right now, let's just put down some, let's see, we'll just put down some bricks because I have tons of this stuff. Eventually, I will have to turn it into concrete and it'll be all good, but for right now, I think this will be fine. So let's make this 6 big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see. So we need a 2 tile buffer there. And we're going to have a 2 tile buffer on the other side for all that stuff. So let's just go ahead and lay a couple of these down. And I'm doing it this way for the moment just so that I don't screw it up as I walk across the yellow belts there. I do not yet have my wonderful, what's it called? The thing that makes you immune to belts, the belt immunity equipment. I guess it's just called exactly what it sounds like. Okay. So there is that, and then this is going to go on both sides, although let me just do a little bit here. Again, just getting the impression of what we're going to be doing. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. All right, so we're going to start making red science up here. So again, this is just going to, like, I'm going to have a whole lot of it here. What I would like to do is to set up arrays. So each array will have the things manufactured on the spot to feed what it, to basically feed it. So I think it looks like 1 gear wheel will feed 10 of these things, 1 gear wheel manufactory. And the reason is because it only takes half a second to make that. So what I will do is we're going to go ahead and just set that up here. So let me see, on the one side, I'm going to have the belt coming up here. In fact, let me just give myself a couple of extra tiles. I think this, you know, did I ever actually connect this? Hold on 1 second. I have to fix something that is silly right now. This will bite me in the rear end when I go to set up blue science very shortly here. Here we go. There we go. And the thing that's going to bite me in the rear end is that this is done. So like all this line here can just be removed. So yeah, good times. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and set up. I'll give myself just a couple of extra tiles just for, you know, in case I need to make some kind of thing here. And we're going to come up the side. Now, I'm not going to do the same thing I did on the other side of the bus here, which is to say I have a very particular looking thing here. And that tells me that that's essentially the maximum width I'm going to make for any particular construction area. The reason is because here, I don't really need it. I'm going to be making something that's each... Oh, thank you for nuzzling the microphone again, Cat. Here, you get a kiss, and you go over here. I don't really need it because each type of thing that I'm going to be making here is so specific. So, okay, let's go ahead and make a gear manufactory. We're going to have essentially the iron coming up this way. And then here we go. Oops. And so we'll have this coming up. How many we got? 1. Let's just see. 8. All right, so 1, 2. Oops. 1, 2. Let's go ahead and make this a red science. So the iron is going to come up here, and I'm going to be able to make more by expanding this out. However, for right now, I think what I'll do is I'll just set it up so that this happens. Here we go. It'll come across here. Now, how am I going to work this out? Because I need to put these out like so. Yeah. Because these things are so quickly produced that they're just going to have to come up like here. However, I would also like to have another one here doing the same thing, which means that the belt that's going to actually bring in the copper is going to have to go underground these. So we'll do this. So this is going to be the copper right here. And these things take so long to manufacture that it really doesn't matter whether or not you're using long-handled or short fast inserters. It just doesn't matter. Okay, so let's see. We've got copper coming in. We've got the gears and the iron. So yeah, we actually should be pretty good here. This is going to need to be offset by 1, obviously. But that's all right. So what I'll do on this side then is I'll actually... You know what I could do? I could actually have this be... I could just make this like so. And that'll work just fine, actually. I think I'll do that. Keep everything else looking nice and neat. Here we go. So good. And then this is going to be coming up here. And the reason, actually, for right now, I'll just keep it here. But the hope is that if I need to start putting more production on this, I can actually bring these up and just set up another array out here and just sort of combine them. Of course, I'm going to be limited by these rails here because I didn't think this one through too terribly well. But yeah, I didn't quite anticipate for how large this is going to be. But again, this whole rail thing is someday going to move. It's just not going to happen in the near future. So let's go ahead and get this thing going here. Now, the last piece I'll need is an output. So those will just happen here. There we go. On the outside. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that's right. These are going to go down this way. So, oh no, hang on, let me think. The problem is that I need to have the actual science area set up somewhere. You know, maybe I ought to pick this up and just do this science somewhere nearby, because what I don't want to do is just to have all this stuff feeding a belt that ends up not actually doing what I want it to, by having a constricted science area. Uh-oh, there we go. All right, well, we knew that was coming. Let's see, the car should be over here, and it looks like it's a small force, so I can just go smush them. But this has the Armada in it, so it's time to go use the Armada. What's a motto? Nothing. What's the Armada with you? I think I made that joke earlier. I don't know if it got any funnier. You'll have to let me know. Alrighty, here we go. Oh my gosh, I can't even see the rocks. Let's see, and time for everyone to die. Okay. Bugs smushed. So, is that everybody? Thought I heard another sound of a thing. Guess not. Alright, let's go ahead and fix all this stuff up. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. Anything else looks like it's broken? No, all that's stacking up nicely. Yep, we're good. Okay. Alright, bugs. Why is there a red dot there? Oh, it's the tip of the thing. So let's see. Probably you very soon, and then you guys right here. So you are my main targets. I'm going to go get you as well because, well, I don't really want to. So maybe I won't, but we'll see. Oh wow, there's just a bunch of stuff there. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's do this right away. So pull you guys out. All right. Let's do the same thing here. That sound is hideous, by the way. Oh, I have all this junk in here. All right, we'll have to fix that. Oh my gosh, okay. And the hauler ought to fix all of these things up. I don't know why he wasn't deployed last time. Or not my hauler, my warden. Oh, I don't have a warden. Can I just make one real quick? No, I can't. That's great. Oh well. That actually is a problem, though. All right, let's see. What do I need to make the warden? Can I just get it really quickly? So I just need iron, basically. Okay, well, let me hope that nothing explodes at the time oh my god. Okay, let me hope I can actually get back to base without destroying everything. All right, so let's get across the tracks. Good there. Oh, I just can't see anything. All right, so please don't kill my Armada. Oh my god, there's like more rocks. Okay, this actually sucks. I can't see anything. That is one thing I've noticed about this mod pack is that there's just a huge amount of debris on everything. So, yeah. All right, let's get some iron just from down here. There we go. Can I make a warden now? Yes, I can. Good. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and make two. If you can make one, then you can probably make two. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. All right, here we go. No trains coming, so I'm not going to get killed. And here we are. Oh, there is something here eating them. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. All right, so let's go ahead and plunk you down. And you need Give me all that ammo. So everyone needs to be armed. Alright. Now you need to be repairing things. Take half of those because I'm going to put you in the second one of you. Oops. And you get another... I'll give you a half stack just because I want to keep some. And lastly, I need that fuel. Oh, wow, there's not much. Alright, well, coal it is. Might move a little slower, but that's alright. You don't have any coal? That's good. You know what? Wish I could give you wood. I'll just give you 11 coal. Hopefully you don't die. Alright, so you... Get that thing off my screen. Let's go ahead and set you up so that you don't actually do anything, in case I accidentally highlight you. And let's go. I could probably get a little closer here, but, you know, as it was, I was already being attacked by some bugs, so I kind of figured that it would be more prudent to do this. All right, so let's go ahead and get you guys headed in there. Go get them. No path. What do you mean no path? Sorry, my wardens weren't keeping up, and that's not good. There we go. Oh my gosh, wardens, what are you doing? All right, here we go. Did I get everything? Are there any worms there? Nothing. Okay, we're good. So let's go up here and get these guys. Oh man, this is not going to be fun. They've got to get through this forest somehow. Okay, well, this ought to be interesting. What do you come up with? It's having such a problem coming up with the AI. Oh, that pathing. Okay, what's getting here? Is it just those things? Okay, good. Just making sure it wasn't something in my base. I see this little alert pop up, and I'm like, must go save the base. All right, so let's see. Who else needs some squishage? I just want to get this done as soon as I possibly can. Wow, it takes, you can actually, I clicked there and all those little things popping up, that was how long it's taking this mod to try to figure out where to go. Oh wow, it took that long. All right, well that's cool. I can wait around. Alrighty. Oh, my UPS seems to have tanked, and this is only a handful of these things. Yes, they're trying to move through the forest, but goodness gracious. I wonder how it does this with, like, biters, though. I mean, like, seriously, if that's going to tank my UPS that hard. These biters have to do that all the time, so I wonder how that works. All right, so, all right, in we go. Oh, what are you? You're not a behemoth. You're just a big biter. All right, well, here we go. You know what? I'm just going to sit here and help out. Here we go. All right, everybody's good. So everything got smooshed there. Looks clear to me. Oh, wow, there's a whole lot more. All right, well, let's go down. You guys are going to be a problem, but you're not a problem for right now. There is a such thing as going out and just killing everything you can possibly see, but this is rather a slow process, and I don't want to take too long doing it. But, yeah, there are some vehicles that I really can't wait to get that will essentially trivialize this entire process. So, yeah, it's a little overpowered, but, you know, that's okay. This isn't the entertaining part. I mean, it's entertaining if I, like, get killed because I do that or something. But by and large, you know, people just kind of want to see interesting things being built. I think anyways. I could be mistaken. All right. Let's go down here. Let's head back to the car. The car should be right there. All right. Now that that's been addressed, how are we doing on the southern border? Well, you're still not coming to kill us, so that's good. Although I'm surprised because you are absorbing pollution, so I do expect something in my southern border pretty soon here. But that's all right. This armada should be able to handle it. So I'm actually going to send the Armada through here because this is a slightly clearer path without trees. So I'm going to go grab the car and bring it to the Armada. So let's see, here it is. I can bring the Armada a little closer because that looks pretty clear. But see, yeah, I'm getting those sorts of weird paths. Oh, come on. And I just walked past it. I thought it's so hard to see. All right, there we go. Whatever. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's set everything to manual so I can actually collect you. And hopefully you guys don't just smash into each other forever. I wish there was a way to do all this at once, like when you select a whole bunch, you know? All right, here we go. So, everybody up. And back into the trunk. I think if I could name that car, I would name it the Trunk Armada. Should I name it the Armada Trunk, though? I don't know. It's like deep thoughts that I'm not really capable of entertaining fully at this moment. Oh, look, player's inventory is full. Glorious. And I probably need to take some of those bricks, because those are going to be... I should have put those back down, but... You know, when you're building stuff, you just want to get things going, and then you get attacked, and you can't think clearly about all the stuff you got to do, because, hey, there's stuff to do. Let's see. Put those in there. Let me also pick up the thing I dropped earlier. I can't see it. Oh. Just I can pick that up. Let's see. I'm going to highlight it. I know there was a... Oh, did I already get it? Must have already gotten it. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so this thing, you get some more of those, and some coal and wood, and you know what? We're going to drop off all your extra random stuff and fill you up with real fuel, so that takes less time next time I go out there. So, something seems off. I would expect to have a thing in this, I would expect to have a train in a stacker there waiting. Is the other stone train actually active? I wonder. Yeah, it's right here. All right, well, maybe I'm just using that much stone. Very good. All right, so let's go down here and actually do the task that I just wanted to complete before this is all done. Drive through this warren of stuff. Please don't kill the things. Oh, that's not going to go well. Part of the problem is just the way the controls reverse when you go backwards. Like, obviously it makes sense, but it's something that instinctually it still takes me some time to get my head around. All right, so all right, let's do this. Oops, punt all that stuff to there. Grab all the coal and wood and stuff. So you are wood. And then as far as the coal goes, oh look, this is finally coming down. Get this eyesore out of here. All right, as far as the coal goes, you can just get dumped in there. Now let me go get some actual fuel-y fuel. Here we go. Hopefully this won't cause my entire base to go completely dead from lack of power, but you know, anything's possible. Let me go pull some from the lines up here that are doing my smelting. Here we go. And the trains will be fine. They don't need this much fuel for right now. This is just essentially belt storage. All right, so this probably ought to be enough to fill up that car. I have to, like, very carefully place the pressure on the A key to not pick up all the ore, but instead just pick up the fuel. All right, so it's good. Where's the car? Should be a little further down. There we go. Yeah, there's little poles. I'll just let them be. Doesn't matter. All right, so put those things in there. Get the stone out of there. Probably don't need that landfill in there either, or the rail. So let me just pull actually everything in here and put this in a nice, neat, orderly fashion. There we go. I'll keep an extra set of those in there for when it's time to deploy, just so I don't accidentally get caught without that. Can I pull all this stuff into my inventory? Yeah, not quite. All right, I suppose you can keep the stone for right now. Oh, I still can't quite get it all. Ooh, there's a little bit of coal. You know what? Get out of my inventory. And let's see. I still have that sulfur. It's driving me nuts. I don't need it. I don't need these iron poles either. So there, whatever. Pick them up at some point. You and I, let's go. So I think I can put the stone down in this little drop box. I can just pluck that in there. Plop that in here, and there we go. Okay. So the Armada is ready to go at a moment's notice. And I'm going to keep it with me this time. So that way, if I need it, I can just be like, woohoo, let's go. Yay, I didn't hit a pole. All right, so this stuff all has to come up. That was a mistake. My bad. It's all right. At least these things don't have, hey, it takes 19 years to actually lift you off the ground, because that would suck. Probably could have just blueprinted this, but it really doesn't matter. This is an incredibly simple design, so I'm not too concerned. Alrighty. So instead, I'm going to start putting down all of the, of course. That's right, I wanted to get some of these things out of my inventory. Here we go. Can I drive through here? All right. Let's see. So you become brick. You become landfill. I had a rail box around here somewhere, but I don't care to refind it. We'll just do this. That is a rail box. And you know what? Oops. Pull the miners out of there. Okay. Looks good. Back to work. Here we go. Let's see. Picking up all this stuff. I think at some point soon here I'm going to have to... You know what? Let me actually start handcrafting some more. I'm thinking about the labs. I need burner labs, which means I need stone brick and... Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. All right, well... I'll put some out and I'll make like a quick manufacturing area for these things. Because you don't need a ton of these. You just get as much as you can to satisfy the production of the science packs you make. So that's important. But also, there's so much to do in this particular mod pack that I'm not super worried about the amount of time science is going to make. If I were doing a speed run, I would be, but I'm not. Most certainly I'm not. All right, so there's that. Grab that. Okay, there. So let's get... Let's see. I know my science labs are in there somewhere. Here we go. All right, so which one of you has my labs? I don't see it from the icons. So they're here somewhere. There's 2. I don't see anything else that has 4 items in it. There's only 4 icons per thing. Oh, they're right here. Wow. 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 Okay. Let's go ahead and just do this and pretend that that wasn't as hard as it should have been. Or was, but shouldn't have been. There we go. That's the sentence from which I was trying to make with my words. Perfect. All right, so that little embarrassment never happened. Don't know what you're talking about. All right, so glorious. Happy day. Let's go ahead and just grab a whole bunch of that. Probably don't need that much. And let's start. Oops. I'll make 1. Great. Now I need a ton of iron, so let's go ahead and grab that. I think I have a drop chest of iron here, or a storage chest of iron here. Here we go, which is weird because like I have this thing to dump all my extra iron, so, you know, in, out. So now let's see, what else do I need? Probably glass is going to run out pretty soon here. I only have 88, but this only takes 5 per. Burner lab, what do you need? Motors. Copper plate. All right, so we need a copper plate, and I don't have a dump chest for copper. So I can probably just go ahead and make one. Not super concerned, but it's important. So let's just do this. Nah. I think I'll just do it inside here like this. That way I don't have to think too hard about it or walk past it, basically. I know the iron pickup is definitely something I have to walk past, but, you know, it is what it is. All right. So in the meantime, we just do... I think I actually... Wait a second. I have some iron in the one of the boxes down there. All right, so I can just get a couple of these going. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I don't need to go picking up stuff. Just make a whole bunch. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be building anything for a while. So may as well just... Instead of doing a manufactory, I can just handcraft some of these things. Now what I will do is I will try to set this up so that I can get... So I have 7 lanes of stuff, right? Let me just go ahead and review them to make sure I'm actually correct, because I don't think it's exactly the same. So let's see, what is it? Science packs. There we go. So I've got the 1, 2, 3 here, 4 for the red. That's 4 science packs. That's the 5th one. And the 6th one, I do not need rocket science packs on the bus here because I cannot actually use those. So I think I only need 6. 6 lanes. That's handy. Okay. So I didn't actually label these with what they were, so it doesn't really matter. I suppose I'll start from, because these are being manufactured on the right, I'll start with the right being red, but it's super not important. Yeah. So, all right. What I will do then is, because I'll have 6 lanes coming down, is I'm just going to have the labs set up in such a way that the 6 lanes, so the 6 lanes will essentially come in. How do I want to work this? So let me just build a quick setup here. I'm going to have it so that I have essentially this, right? And I'll have each one of these pick up 2 types of science packs. This will pick up like red, and this one will pick up green, and then this one will pick up gray, and this one will pick up blue, and then this one will pick up purple, and this one will pick up yellow. Okay. And it's just going to be exactly like this down the line over and over again. So nothing too special here. And I can power them all with these power poles just fine. Actually feeding these monsters. So what I can do, it's a bit ugly, but this will be... So the 2 major ways I have to feed these things are, like, I can sit here and do something very strange like this, where I have 2 double-sided belts on either, or like 2 belts on either side, right? And it literally only goes this far, like it stops here. Oops. You know what? I don't even have to do that. I guess I could just do this. If I'm going to feed like 1 of these, I could do this. And the thought here is that after so these all lead in from like the bus or something, right? So come in here. I guess this one would probably have to come in like this. There we go. And then this comes in like so, and then this one comes, so this one terminates there. So whatever, comes in. And then the idea would be that this leads out and fans out like this. So I then have, like, this is the entry point into the science lab complex, and then I just have a great big area filled with science labs, and it just passes them with the inserters. That would save on a lot of belt and sanity, because I could just build this one little thing here, and then as it's hooked up, it'll just automatically percolate. Now, I don't know if my throughput is going to be very good there, but I actually think it'll be just fine. And the reason is because these science research things usually take like 30 seconds. I think some of the faster ones are like 15 seconds, but yeah, like right there was one, 15 seconds. But what that really means is that these things will have plenty of time to actually simply pass these things down. So actually, this is what I'm going to do. This is exactly what I'm going to do. I think to even make it simpler, I'm just going to use the loaders. I don't have any in my inventory right now, so I'll have to go get those. Where did I leave my carbon? Down there. Of course I did. You know what? This is going to be a thing that I have to do a whole lot. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. Oh, there we go. I'm going to have to run back and forth over and over again. Let's see, can I do this without getting messed up? I wouldn't have been able to do that. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and grab some loaders. And I think I'm just going to load all those into that one science lab and then pull them out. I think that makes the most sense. I know that's not something that you can do in vanilla. Did I go past my loaders? I bet I did. Yeah, they're over here. That's not something that you can do in vanilla, but oh, freaking well. Let's see. Did you? Oh, you actually are producing, but you don't have an output chest. Okay, well, we can fix that real quick. You're also using these janky inserters, so I remember when I was making these, I had to very carefully pick which things I was going to allow to manufacture. So let's go ahead and do this. Just give me a bunch. How are we doing here? Are you full? Oh my god, I'm full. We're full on red belt. So you know what? We are now... How are you doing? You're doing good. How are you doing? All right, we're in red belt phase, folk. That's pretty cool. So you quit it. Actually, you know what? Quit it. So we are just going to use exclusively red belt at this point. So I'm going to draw from this thing. And the reason I'm going to draw from this one is so that it will keep manufacturing red belt. Now I don't need, well, actually, let me, no. That's a mistake. So what I'll do is I'll draw from this guy. It's not red belt that I'm going to need droves of. Although replacing it is essentially trivial. I don't do much, right? I'm just going to stack it back in here, and kind of what I do here is I'm just going to keep dumping. Actually, I think that's, can I do that? I don't think, ooh, that's an interesting question. Let me figure something out real quick. I'm curious if, and I doubt it will. I wonder if this is going to fill that back in. Nope, it didn't. I didn't think so. See, we just won't let it enter the chest, even with the loader. Okay, cool. But yeah, I have no way of putting that in there without actually, here we go. Just stop. All right, so that's good. We are now in red belt territory. Now, and I don't need red belt everywhere, but I also, at this point, don't care because we are now very happy with our resource use. And I could go through and improve the entire bus with red belt, but I think I'll just do that in a more organic process. I will, however, pick this line up because this is getting on my nerves. It's just kind of there. It doesn't belong here. It doesn't actually serve any purpose. And of course, what I really am doing this for is because, oh my God, I want all that sulfur. It's so nice. I just get in my inventory. Take up that space. Don't do anything. Just exist there in my inventory. Let's just, I'm going to make it like an episode of Hoarders, and they're going to like come to my house and they're going to break my door down and it's going to explode because it's going to be full of nothing but sulfur. And they're going to be like, oh my gosh, most people have like cats or something. This guy had like sulfur. Ugh, so wonderful. Just kidding, get out of my inventory and never come back. Ever. Okay. So yeah, there is one little annoyance here. And I know we're out of the yellow phase, but here we go. Here we go. Just get off my pathway here, please. Please. Wait, why are you skipping? What is that about? Just go. There. Okay. Hey, and guess what? You. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. There you go. All right. Let's see. So I can do this. I can scoot that back a little bit. I can scoot this down another tile. And then this comes down another tile. And then this comes down a tile. I'm thinking way too hard about this. What on earth am I doing right now? I am optimizing something that has in no way, shape, or form needs to be optimized. But heck, if I didn't just optimize the living pants off of it. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, that sulfur got out of here. And good rinse. Oh no. All this just need, oh no. No. This will not do. Get out of my inventory. So you go here, and then you go here. And did I set this up for steel as well? Steel hasn't appeared on the belt yet, so here we go. Let's do this for steel. And you know what? I'm out of yellow things, so I'll just go ahead and do this. I know we're on red, but, you know, for the moment, I'll at least stay consistent. Here we go. Boom, boom. And then, whatever. I don't care. So let's do this. And then this. And then, oops. This. And then this. And that steel should be good to go. All right. So here we go. Now that is all set up. Now I can get more serious about this. Now, the thing is that I'm going to build this so that it goes outward. Like, honestly, the shape that this makes is not the most important thing ever. The most important thing, however, is that it essentially just has enough throughput to get everything where it needs to go. So what I'll do, get all this stuff out of here because I'm actually going to move this down a bit now that I have my mock-up. But I'm essentially just going to, here we go. I'm going to copy this. In fact, let me make a quick blueprint of this. It doesn't need a name, just needs to get into my inventory. All right, so the reason I'm doing that is because that's going to prevent me from having to constantly be resetting all the settings of those purple and green and yellow and whatever inserter things. So let's see. Here we go. This looks good. Yeah, this is just going to be straightforward. I have no idea how much this is really going to be, but you know what? That's okay. So let's just go ahead and copy this and just put you right there, and then right there, and right there, and right there. And you know what? Right there. You know what? I even feel so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's not cool. Let's do 12. Okay. Boop. And then that's 6. So 12 by 6. You know what? Let's just go ahead. We're going to do this. I don't think I need this much, but let's just do it. I'm giving myself the space here in case somehow ever on this planet I get the kind of resources that'll do this. Don't need this last row here. I probably should have put a power pole in this thing somewhere, but oh well. It won't take too long to set up. And now let's continue making these things and just put a whole bunch of these down. Now it doesn't, again, have to be, oops. It doesn't have to be filled in right now, just spaced out. Like I want to make sure that I don't end up in a situation where I wish I built more space in, but I'm so locked in by all the things that I've constructed that it would just be too much effort to move. Here we go. Yeah, this is, I'm definitely going to have way too many labs for anything that I make in the near future. That's okay. Oh, darn it, that was a mistake. That's all right. So let's go ahead and just grab a copy of this and put that here and put another copy here and then all along here. And this is all that's really necessary. It'll all percolate, you know, percolate. So I think what I'll do is I'm just going to do a pretty simple could sit here and try to be all persnickety about the poles, or I could just accept the fact that I'm just going to use a whole bunch of them and not care. And be like, hey, this looks pretty cool. I know that the more advanced folk are able to use things like substations, but you know what? You fancy folk can just kiss my tuchus. All right, and now let's do this. This is going to be fun. Can't actually tell which one of these got filled in. I think I got them all. Oh, missed one. That's not too bad. Put an extra one there. I guess I could do this thing where I like just run back and forth, but okay. Oh, I didn't make enough of those. All right, well, let's go get some more. I didn't bring the car up because, of course I didn't bring the car up because why would I do such a thing? All right, let's go grab some more perps. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Ah, there you are. Now you guys, I'm going to need a whole bunch of you. So let's just grab this and actually set you up to 3 stacks. All right. Looking good. There is absolutely no way that my bus needs to be upgraded to the red belts right now. And the reason that it's true is because A, I don't have enough smelters to support that by any stretch of the imagination. And B, I actually use the intensification aspect. So again, Deadlock made a bunch of mods that allow you to more densely pack materials. You can make stacks of things. And overall, in your inventory, that doesn't help because in your inventory, it doesn't stack any higher. But that being said, it does help on belts. It makes your throughput essentially 5 times as much. What in the poop? Oh, yeah. Didn't mean to erase that, so copy that over there. Let's see. I think I should have made a few more. Or oh, there they are. So here we go. So what I'll do, I just need one more. I can't make it. Oh well, that's a shame. So what I'll do is I'll set up a manufacturing area that will help flesh this out because I really want this whole thing to be all set. But for right now, that's not my most important concern. Right now, I need to actually just start getting this stuff made. Now the thing is that, again, this is just spacing, so it's not that important that I fill it in. However, all this stuff needs to get out of here. So let me see. I can go a little faster if I come down here and just grab some fuel. I'm right next to it, so it's probably worth it. This is the fuel that allows my miner to go a lot faster. I don't need that much, but it will all fit in there, and then somehow I'm going to have to fit all this somewhere in like probably a dump chest, and then that'll get forgotten about and I'll stop carrying. Yeah, I'm not too worried about my dump chest full of wood and coal and stuff, just because, goodness gracious, this entire game is about everything scaling, so I get so much more throughput when it comes to, like, you know, just essentially finding another patch and then mining the heck out of it than I'm ever going to get out of all this tree material. It is nice to be able to repurpose it in some way, and in a way that's not as super crucial as, say, Bob's, because with Bob's mods you have to like make boards out of it. And with Angels you have this insanely complicated procedure by which you actually make those boards in an automated fashion. And don't get me wrong, it ought to be, because if you've ever looked at that process, it's essentially turning water into boards, but it's very complicated. Yet, this is still a good one. Turning wood into fuel, I'm down with. I'm pretty much down with. And so we're just going to nom all this horrible stuff. I actually don't like this part because, you know, trees are very good for combating pollution, and I expect some more trouble from the north as a result of this. And just building more stuff, but, you know, this too. But it is what it is. This is how the game goes. You just expand and expand. I suppose this is a resource I am taking from the biters, you know. Maybe they really like trees. Maybe they don't care about the iron and the coal. And maybe if I had left the trees alone, they wouldn't hate me so much. And if that's actually the case, then I wouldn't mind, because that would allow me to build whatever I want, as long as I don't knock down trees. It would make an interesting challenge. But I think they also just want to kill me because my pollution cloud is bad. So, whatevs. Down they go. So this is going pretty well, taking quite some time. Speaking of which, so I'm really eager to get this set up, because the reason I'm not working on defenses just yet is because I'm still able to sort of spot heal everything. I can go squish the biters, and really I don't want to get too worked up about defenses until I can make some more of the better defenses. So normally in the game you make stone walls and you're done, I think. I don't know if they've added something in vanilla. But typically speaking, you get the walls and you're done. You can make gates, and that's, you know, fine. But in this particular expansion, you can actually make not only stone walls, but you can then make concrete walls and steel walls. And those steel walls actually are spiked. I should say spiked walls. Which means that when the biters are like, hey, guess what? I found a base. I'm going to eat it. They're going to go, ow, this tastes like spike, and it'll hurt. Good times. Good times. But, yeah, that's not going to be too far in the future either. Once I get this whole area set up here, I'm just going to say, you know what? Get me all that military research. Just give me all that. Just, you know, I know you got some military research. Just give me that real quick. Just hook me up, you. And then I'll have it. And then you know what? I'll put up my spiked walls, and I'll feel good. At some point, I might do something like, I know there's different patterns that you can lay out the spikes in, or lay out the walls in, that sort of slow them down. And that's cool. However, I feel that might be a little cheaty, just because that also in the spiked wall sense will damage them. But I also don't know if I care, because, like I said, the fun of this game is not how you necessarily go, you know, effectively kill all the biters. Rather, you come up with some kind of cool engineering solution. Okay, all of you just get out of there. So you're going to rest here until such a time as I decide to bring the car up here and empty you out, which is kind of a shame, because you are a good thing to have around. Okay, so let's go ahead and start doing this. Someone in Twitch has said that at least here in space exploration, once you finally have the precious deep space science, there's a solution to the tree and biter problem. I won't say the actual solution, though, just in case you are wanting to play the game without spoilers. But yes, I have heard of the solution that you have mentioned, and I can't wait. All right, so I do have all this stuff. Let's go ahead and replace this on the hotbars. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. You have to middle click every single time. Oh, I don't have any of those. Every single time I come back to Factorio after some kind of a break, I have to remind myself how to do basic things. And one of those is how to clear a binding from the hotbar that you've set. And the way you do that is by middle clicking on it by default. If you've changed that, then obviously it would be different, but you would also know what that was. So I expect you to be able to keep up with that particular detail. At any rate, yeah, that's how that works. So grab all those. Grab a stack of those. In fact, you know what? Give me 2. They look so good. You get into here. And let's go ahead and put you in here. And let's put you in here. I think I can do something with a bit more of this. Go in there. Fine. And then belt boxes. Now, the thing is, I'm going to keep those because I can't make the red belt boxes yet because I don't have red circuits. But that's okay. That'll come pretty soon here. All right, so now the pattern that I had set up had basically one belt going on the outside like this. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. So we had one belt on the outside. I'm not going to give, actually I will give myself a little bit of room for that, for the nice looking hazard stuff I'll put down. There, that's enough. So here we go. Oh, actually, sorry, no, the outside was the red science going down. There we go. And the one going up, I didn't need very much of it. That was the iron coming in. Now let's see. I don't have any concrete, but I think I can just sort of eyeball this. So it was, let's go ahead and put you on the bar. Boom. It was something like this for the iron. So then the iron goes up here. Now I'm going to give myself a little bit of extra room here so that I come to about right there. Okay, that's good. And so you then output to here like this, and then I output like that for the other one. So let's go ahead and just hook you up. And then let's go ahead and do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And same thing here. And now let's set the recipe here. Oops. And here. And now we have the copper coming in here. Here we go. And then the gears coming up this way. Oops. Yeah, I don't want to run on slow ground and be running on a belt going the opposite direction because that's just not going to work. And now let's go ahead and start populating this thing with inserters. So in, out, out. And then we'll do just a pretty basic pattern. I'm going to just do set these little blue inserters where they go, and then I'll do the other ones, the red inserters, because I'm going to need a bunch of those. I have 24 in my inventory. That's probably not going to be enough. So I'll just craft a few really quickly, but I might have to go back to get some more. That's okay, though. And then, so here's the thing. I really don't want to set up long-handled inserters along this entire back row here. Yeah, I guess I could, but it just feels very silly. And the reason it feels silly is because I'm going to have to, in order to power this, because I don't have substations just yet, I'm going to have to put like these things on either side here. Well, I guess I don't necessarily have to, but I can come to I have to come behind here. So none of this is getting to that middle part. So I'm going to have to do like some really cockamamie stuff in order to actually get this to be powered. I guess that doesn't really matter what sort of style. You know what? I think the thing that I'm missing here that I could get away with if I wanted to use fewer of these things before I get substations is just to use a different pattern. So let's see, what is this? 5, so that'll mean 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Oh, I gotta get closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And do the same thing here. Oops. And let's do this one 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then nudge these 1. There we go. And in fact, I think I might actually nudge everything one more time just to get those gears separated a bit more. So it's a bit silly, but whatevs. And the reason I'm doing this is so that I can use this pole pattern. Having the pole pattern being in between is a little better than outside, but that's okay. You know, ultimately it's not a huge deal, but it also gives me a bit more space for things like lights and, you know, just looks a little nicer. All right, so let's do this. So those are good, but everything else can just nudge over 1. Just nudge them. No, too many. Okay, here we go. There we are. This isn't too bad. I should pick these up. I don't feel like nudging them around. Whatever. Again, I need to set up my nudge keys so that they're in nicer places on the hotbar, but we're not there yet. Not by a long shot. Why? Because. All right, so you go there, and then boom. All right. Get this stuff to go up a bit further. And here we are. Now it's time for the red inserters. Let's see. So these are all going to be inside inserters. Now, it doesn't really matter. Here we go. See if I can just do this like with clicking like that. That's not too bad. Now, I don't have any lights, so that's a problem. And I don't have any made in my inventory. Oh, yeah, that's right. I took apart the manufactory that made them. So that's great. Oh, well. So that's all going to be powered. So let's just go ahead and do this. Am I running low on poles too? That's not too bad. So I'll stick these down like this because they will eventually be there. So we'll do that. Actually, I'll do this. I want to get that to look a little nicer. Okay. Can you go one more? You can't. Oh, well. I guess it'll look like this. All right. So let's go ahead and set that up. And I think we just need the outputs and then to hook everything up. And the red will be done. Not that it is... Oops, that's right. I keep wanting to put it going the wrong way. There we go. I keep forgetting I'm going down here. And this is the belt Mayhem area, so I'm not too worried if I take up a bit more space here. So that should come in here to make my life a little easier. And I'll have this... I think instead what I'll do... So this should... I need one of these here. Oops, too far. Here we go. And then this can come down here. I guess I gotta go one more. Here we go. Now, if I'm being a good Galdoc, I'm going to put this on my little bus thing here, and then we're going to, you know, actually do it right and have them come in right there. I probably actually should have built those up there, all those things here. So, you know what I can do instead of, well, let me think, how do I want to solve this problem? Because it would be cheaper belt-wise to have instead of having the entry point be down here, to be up here. So actually this isn't too bad. I can just get rid of these. Oops. So what I can do is essentially just have this pointed down the other direction. And everything else stays exactly the same. Then I just make a couple of these little doodles here. And we build this and pretend like we thought of that to begin with. All right, so let's see. I need probably iron and... No, copper. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that, and then we can move all that stuff up there. It's a bit silly, but that's okay. I like silly. I think what I will be doing... I think I actually will move all those things up there, though, just because it'll go a little faster. I don't want to bottleneck my entire science area. Again, though, actually, I don't think it matters. The reason I don't think it matters is, again, it just takes forever for these science... I don't know what to call it, but whatever you want to call the word, casts, whatever. It just takes forever for them to complete. So, I don't know. Am I out of brick? No. Am I out of motors? Yes. You know what? Just everyone just settle down. Settle down. Stop. Everybody just stop. All right. Let's go get some motors because I have lots of those on the bus and I can just not craft those by hand. That's great. You require electric motors. Let's get a whole bunch of those. This is really the benefit of having a bus. Oh, green circuits? Sure, we got those. We got lots of those. All right. So now go ahead and make a whole bunch. Yeah, that's what I want to see. What are you out of now? Glass? We got glass. Boy, do we have glass. We got so much glass. And now we need more copper. Okay. Wait, what do you need copper for? What are you trying to... Oh, is it just straight up copper? It is straight up. That's not copper. That's stacked copper. There's stacked copper right here, too. Let's clean this up. Okay. So let's go ahead and dump this back where it belongs. Oh, my gosh. It's all the way down here. I want bots for this. Bots are going to speed up my entire process so much. What am I still missing? Still missing. Oh yeah, of course I'm still missing copper plate. There we go. And there we go. Boop. All right. That's just going to be enough. My attention span just died. Oh, nope. You all stop because you are making stuff again. Don't make the intermediates. If you're making the intermediates, you're doing it wrong. All right, so let's just see what we got. Yes, I know I can just set up a manufactory for this, and I will, but I won't do it right this very second. Here we go. Now I did get a whole bunch. Oh, darn it. I did get a whole bunch of these guys here. Go ahead and click these over. Click, click. Wait, come on. Huh, wonder why it's not copying the settings. Oh, you don't exist. Here we go. Now, copy the settings. There we go. I was like, why is this not working? That's strange. Anyways, here we go. You know what? Just keep doing stuff in the background while I'm doing this. Purple. Yes, you're right here. Here we go. Setting up science. Overbuilding the living heck out of science. This is like a superly over-engineered thing. That's okay. I like it when it's a little bit over-engineered. Here we go. Let's just grab these three and go down. Here we go. Now, the reason I'm doing it this way, having these things set up, is because I don't want there to be any overwhelmed inserters. Oh, son of a mom. Okay, well, that happened. You know what? We're just going to make this happen. Okay, there we go. Much better. Oh, come on. Oh, and I'm almost out of these things too. There we go. All done. All out. So while that's building, I can just go ahead and do this. So yeah, it's going to look a little funny until I have that thing set up and ready to go, but that's okay. So let's see. You know what? I'll just make one. It doesn't really matter. It really is kind of trivial at this point, considering all the stuff I have in this mall. So it's, oh yeah, now we're at red. Okay, now this is all going to look sparse though. Whatever. That's okay. When I upgrade this, all this belt stuff will look normal again. No, what have I done? I keep getting like knocked around on these things. All right, let's grab all this stuff. And then you need to be a splitter. Well, I guess I didn't need to take that, but okay. Actually, let's do that. Okay. Yeah, I suppose I really should just upgrade all this stuff. Well, we'll do that in a bit. So right now we're just going to make a thing for this, which is stone, copper, or stone brick, I should say, copper and motors. So I have the motors here and the copper here. So I need to make 2 lines of that, but then the stone brick is going to be a problem because that's all the way over there. Do I have any stone brick that I can like loop through here? This is also ridiculous. I guess I can leave this in here for right now, but that just feels absolutely insane. No, I really do need to get rid of this because this, yeah, okay. So we're going to do a little bit more engineering. We're not quite at the point where we can make the blue science, the sciences yet. But unfortunately, that is all the time we have for this episode. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time, and until then, be well. Take care.